Today in Lesson 8, the students focused on replacing numbers with variables, and they went through like a series of properties, mathematical properties. And the ones I want to go over in this video with you today are this, and I'm going to add one more in there, okay? So the ones I'm focusing on are really 4 plus 0 equals 4. This first one is called the Additive Identity property, okay? Because the number that you started with, you are getting its identity back when you add 0 to it. So the kids were asked to go through this property and see if it worked with any number. So if we put any number here and we added 0 to it, would we still get the same number back? So let's try 6. It worked. What about 1/4? 1/4 plus 0 is still a fourth. And the students came to the conclusion that no matter what number they chose, whenever you add 0 to a number, you get the number's identity back. So then we said because this statement is always true, the students could use variables to rewrite it. So in this case, we're replacing numbers with variables or letters. So we talked about a plus 0 is always going to equal a. Okay? So then we worked on another property. This is not the additive identity anymore. This is the multiplicative identity. And whenever you multiply a number by 1, you get the number back. So then the students, again with their partner, said, okay, does this work all the time? Does this work with every single number? So they tried a couple numbers. 6 times 1 does equal 6. How about 1/4 times 1? Okay, that would mean 1/4 times 1 over 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, yes, that also works. So then the students again were encouraged to replace the numbers with variables. B times what number gives you B back? That is going to be 1. Okay? And then the last one we really focused on today was the commutative property. And that property, let me write the word for you, makes me think about my commute to work. I live in Ballston Spa. I drive to Clifton Park. It's approximately 23 miles. And I talked to the students and asked them how many miles it would be on the way back, and it's still 23. Changing the order of my commute did not change its distance, so that may help them remember the commutative property. So we talked about addition. Is 4 plus 5 the same as 5 plus 4? This would be 9 equals 9. That's true. Then we said, okay, does this work every time? So we picked 2 different numbers. 2 plus 10, does it equal 10 plus 2? And 12 does equal 12. So it is true. This with addition is going to be true all the time. So the students and I talked about proving the commutative property with variables. So B plus C equals C plus B. Okay? And we also tried this with multiplication. So 2 times 3, is it the same as 3 times 2? And 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. Okay? We tried and tried and tried with this with all sorts of numbers. And we found out this is always going to prove true. Okay? Addition and multiplication are commutative. Switching orders of numbers does not change answers. And you can use variables to represent this property. And that was the sum of Lesson 8.